the numbers Russell Westbrook has put up the last couple of seasons, very few players in history have done what he's done.
Anyway, Ernie, his numbers are huge, and he's done it more officially than in the past. I agree. The one-of-a-kind player who doesn't get enough credit for how great he's been, this kid can play. SLN, baby, SLN.
Shaq-like numbers.
That's right.
Oh, you're ahead of the game, Ernest.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, Westbrook, for me, if he gets some rings under his belt, let's say he wins a couple championships, he could be an all-time great. The numbers he puts up, the energy that he plays at, the diversity in his game, give him some rings, he could be in the all-time great conversation.
Are you the final say? Are you the judge and jury in terms of all-time greats?
I was going to say I agree with him, Ernie. My stomach just hurting from the breakfast tacos I had.
Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. We are live from Portland, Oregon for a Western Conference contest with the Trailblazers. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Billy Donovan had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brent, you look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Adams is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Roberson in at the 3. Ilyasova against Aminu. That one goes. Count it. Turner's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Trailblazers. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Ilyasova. 6 to shoot. It's Oladipo on the wing. No good on the triple. Oklahoma City on D. Outside Turner. Lillard outside. Back to Turner. The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Adams. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Roberson. For 3, Westbrook. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Oladipo. The tray. The Thunder with another miss.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
It's McCollum with the drive. Second chance shot, and Adams sends it back.
Well, Adams quick off his feet there. With that size and length, tough to shoot over.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Hits the three-point bomb. Oladipo's got himself on the board with 3 there. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Turner. Pass to McCollum. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And when you think of the Blazers' history, Brent, this is a team with a somewhat star-crossed history when it comes to injuries.
Yeah, I remember in the early part of the 2000s, Kevin, how the Portland Trailblazers were the most feared team. There were championship aspirations at that time. But it's been 10 years now, and maybe some of that bad luck that's always surrounded Portland has worn off.
Here's Westbrook. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside, Adams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score. When you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
Both good from the line that time. And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable, Brandon. It's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone. Well, after Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard might be the most dangerous three-point shooter in the league at the point guard position. He has unbelievable range and extends that range when he's feeling confident.
So he gets them both. And you look at Lillard, and Brenny's got the quick release on that three-pointer of his, doesn't he? He can get it up in a hurry.
Well, he's as close to what it is that we see sometimes from Steph Curry with being able to pull up off the dribble with some incredible range. He's worked on his balance and ball handling, and those two aspects really are feeding into everything he's doing offensively.
Now, here's Oladipo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Oladipo's got 5 now. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Unloads from 9. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's 6 points for Evan Turner.
And really a good...
Hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on them.
When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent, and really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game, do you think?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Now here's McCollum. 1:07 left in the first. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Payne. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Payne's got his first points in this one. Portland leading. And Lillard kicks to Crabbe. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And you look back, and some players haven't really loved playing in the Northwest. You might include LaMarcus Aldridge in that category. But Damian Lillard certainly has embraced it.
Well, if it couldn't be Oakland for the hometown Warriors, Damian Lillard enjoying his time in the Pacific Northwest. He seems like one of those guys just not drawn to the bright lights and glitz and glamour of the league. He wants to get down to business and get to work. Plays with a chip on his shoulder coming out of Weber State, and he doesn't mind that small town atmosphere and those incredible fans the Blazers have had for years.
Now here is Singleton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here is Lillard. Pass to Ezeli. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And add a little polish to his game. Ezeli, nice move inside.
Payne. That shot off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
Yeah, I thought the defenders were supposed to be the bullies. Their offense is doing that job, physically imposing their will. No one stepped up to stop them.
Farouk Amino is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Allen Crabb. Then there's Davis. And it's Turner in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
Here's Singler. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Westbrook, no good. Left side, Turner goes up the baseline. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Westbrook. Aminu grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Crabb in the corner. Leonard dishes to Turner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 8 points for Evan Turner.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, people forget Festus Ezeli was also a first-round pick of the Warriors a few years ago. But he was an academic prodigy growing up. He skipped kindergarten and the 5th and 6th grades. He had plans of becoming a doctor. But when he started playing basketball, he found himself behind the curve. He said, here I am as a 15-year-old kid, and I can't shoot a layup. But guys, he's brought that same work ethic from the classroom to the hardwood. He's improved year after year.
He is a presence, D.A. Thanks. Here's Westbrook. Farouk Amino picking up that last basket. A 3 ball. And again, it's Westbrook with a 3. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Davis puts it in.
And here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Ilyasova. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, he gives you a big enough target if you're a guard or a forward to throw to. Ilyasova up high on that one.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Crab kicks to Turner. To the middle. Davis against Ilyasova. Aminu, no one around him. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
And for a long time, the word on Ed Davis was that he had a center's game and a power forward's body. Brent, as he's added muscle, he's a pretty good fit in the middle.
Well, he can block shots and he can get some steals, and he's really upped his rebounding over the last few seasons. He gets it done on both ends, Kevin, and if you look at the numbers, he's one of the more effective centers in the league.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. On the clock, near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now, here's Aminu. He's got 5. Back to Turner. Grab dishes to Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Thunder trailing by 5. Dishes to Adams. At the top of the key, Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Back to Adams. Fires for 3. Kept alive. The kick out to Westbrook. Oladipo outside. Lets it go from deep. Here's Adams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
For Oklahoma City, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He's off on the first. And you look at the value of outside shooting, Brent, in today's game, never greater. But do you think the players themselves are getting better, more skilled at long-range shooting?
I do think that you're seeing some improvement. What's interesting is how many coaches are asking their big men to step outside and how much it's changed some of their games. One of the players I look at in his first few years was Al Horford, who shot very few three-pointers, gotten close to attempting about 100 plus every year for the last 3 years. So guys are getting better. They're being asked to do more, and if they're diligent with their practice, they absolutely can see that kind of improvement.
Like an Anthony Davis picking one thing in the offseason to work on, but it makes him that much more versatile a player with New Orleans.
And then all of a sudden you open up Pandora's box with what it is a coach can do when your player can go out and show that kind of skill. It becomes an unlimited place.
Absolutely. Good point. Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. McCollum outside. He had a nice open look right there. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
44 seconds left in the first half. Here's Payne. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Trailblazers leading by 7. The 19-foot shot. Here's Azili. Drops in the short one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Payne with it. Now defended by McCollum. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Payne. Feeds it to Robertson. Back to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Robertson. But they recover it. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Using that big body to create space, Cantor does a great job there cleaning the glass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Five seconds left in the first half. Three-pointer, Lillard. And so that brings the first half to a close. Trailblazers lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and rolls, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop, that old Boston Celtics style basketball.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Look at Evan Turner. What a contribution.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots. So we'll see if he can keep that decision-making up here in the third.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Ilyasova out there with Adams, and it's Robertson in at the 3 slot.
Well, the defense is attacking Westbrook, and he's attacking right back. And quite frankly, the Thunder are just one of the most dangerous offensive teams out there, but their defense is solid too. A lot of good one-on-one defenders in their rotation, near the top of the league in defensive efficiency.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Here's Robertson. Turner covering. Here's Ilyasova. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And the Thunder did a good job of challenging shooters and locking down on D. They also know how, as we've seen, to protect the rim.
Well, a lot of that success last year on the interior has to be given to Steven Adams and the incredible progression that he showed as a center in this league. Really figuring out what it is that his opponents like to do and how he can be effective.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Westbrook with it. 10 points for him. Here's the dish to Oladipo. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You know, a big guy with a motor is such a luxury in this league. Adams right there showing up big on the offensive glass, and then he converts.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last for the Trailblazers. Davis comes in for Plumlee, and it's Myers-Leonard in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler's checked in for Robertson. And that one's good. Westbrook.
So elusive on the offensive end. Very difficult for any defense to match up against.
Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. On the wing, Turner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. He dishes it to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Drills the three-pointer. Ilyasova's got 5 points so far.
Well, that defender up in Ilyasova's personal space, and he had no problem rising up and using his height to drain the jumper.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Seeing a lot more teams push the tempo offensively these days, Brent. Why is it the teams want to go up-tempo?
Kevin, anytime a defense is not able to get back and set up what they want to do to dictate what it is the offense does, your advantage is to play fast and find the first available shot that is going to be something you can take advantage of. So up-tempo, no defense is set, you got a better chance of scoring against your opponent. Well, Coach Terry Stotts was on the staff back in 2011 when the Dallas Mavericks won the NBA title. Before that, head coaching stints both in Atlanta and Milwaukee, just getting better and better, and you can see the way his teams respond to his coaching ability.
Crabbe, he's checked in for Portland. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Cantor, he's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Ilyasova. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Terry Stotts, a Coach of the Year candidate for the last few seasons, the head man up in Portland. You see a lot of coaching turnover in the league, but he's built some equity in Portland with the Blazers.
Well, not only did he have success with a team that a lot of people thought was going to be together for a long time, a radical shift in their player personnel you would think would take a coach out of their situation. It didn't. It actually reinforced how good a coach Terry Stotts is, and it'll be interesting to see how far he can push these guys with Lillard and McCollum in that backcourt.
Thunder trailing by 6. And there's the feed tomorrow. Collison up top. The pass to Singler. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Singler's got his second basket of the night.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Knocks it loose. Here's Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Lillard operating with smoothness there makes the defender overcommit, and when you're out of position, you end up fouling.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And this Blazers team built around pick-and-roll offense.
Well, Lillard out on the pick and roll is just so devastating, not only in driving the ball, but his continued proficiency from the three-point line. But last year, I think C.J. McCollum's...
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Oladipo. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, with Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
The first one falls.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft, one of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Oladipo hits them both.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
Westbrook passes to Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
Yeah, Ilyasova will sneak up on you sometimes and throw him down like that.
Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And you know, Brent, the Oklahoma City Thunder for so long making do with one way at the off-guard position.
I think you're right, Kevin, and maybe Victor Oladipo changes that. Over 15 points per game for his career, and a very aggressive and athletic defender, a legit two-way player for OKC.
Launches a three. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Ilyasova. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Second shot opportunity. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's stolen by Oladipo, and the Thunder pushing it up now. A pull-up. Westbrook, no good. McCollum. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. It's the Thunder up 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, McCollum and Aminu are out on the perimeter. Plumlee out there with Von, and it's Turner in at the point. Here's Turner. Plumlee sets the pick for Turner. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Now Payne. He feeds it to Singler. No one near him. And good, he nails it. Singler's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Oklahoma City. It's tipped. And here we go.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Exactly what can happen when you're careless with the basketball. Suddenly, it's going the other way.
To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Great D that time from Collison. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Singler.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
They're clearly dialed in, making each possession count. Now the challenge is, let's maintain that focus and concentration.
They double him with Payne. And Plumlee kicks to Turner. Plumlee with the screen. Off the screen. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Leonard.
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
The Thunder have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Back to Payne. Puts up a 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCollum, no good.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Singler, no good. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Aminu with it, picked up by Collison. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Payne can't hit.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Al-Farouq Aminu, definitely a fit with this Blazer team as they move towards the younger players. He is just 26 years of age. He is a high-energy glue guy and has proven his worth at that position.
That free throw good from Aminu. When you look at Aminu, he brings some versatility. He can play the 3, but he also can step over to the 4 spot if needed.
Oh, yeah, he can rebound and block shots like a power forward at times, and he can defend inside and on the perimeter. What a switchblade for their coaching staff.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ilyasova comes in for Nick Collison. Oladipo, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. Puts up a 3. Here's Adams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
Westbrook kicks to Adams.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Plumlee. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds now in this one. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Two shots. And the first one drops.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in a draft, getting to the line a little more often.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now, here's Westbrook. And Oladipo has it in the corner. From the line, again, the Thunder score.
Like seeing Oladipo around the rim using the lift inside.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. Knocked loose to the wing right side. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you could feel it from the second the ball landed in Plumlee's hands that he had his eyes on the rim. Huge basket there.
McCollum against Oladipo. He kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Oladipo. Pass to Roberson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside Westbrook. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Lillard kicks to McCullough. Back to Lillard. That shot missing, and the Thunder going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Ilyasova. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate. Do not give them any life out there. Understood? We got this.
Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 10. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Beautiful job by Vonleh to draw the foul. Goes to one of the moves he's been working on, catching the defender out of position.
And both free throws good for Vonleh. And here's Payne. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. This is to McGarry. Shoots from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Back to Crabbe. Shoots. Bullseye.
You got to know the scouting report as a defender. You can't let Crabbe set up for a catch and shoot. He'll bury those more often than not.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, he's an NBA scoring champion. Westbrook sure has improved his entire offensive repertoire since his days in Westwood.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 7. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there. We just talked about this.
Still got to finish strong, though. Play with a bit of pride.
Seconds left in the game. Vonleh kicks to Lillard. Vonleh dishes to Lillard. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job of, all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Everything his team asked of him, he delivered, which obviously isn't a surprise, but that makes it no less a beautiful thing to watch.
Well, Ernie, reminds me of myself. He loves being the bad guy, and he was a great villain tonight. Just sticking it to those fans. Anytime they got on his case, he stepped up and hit a big shot after big shot. Fantastic performance in a very tough environment.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.